Hello, I'm Mike from the Coaching Chronicles and welcome to my second video. I posted my first video last night and I was so eager to do a second video, so here it is. The second video is about me. Okay, so a bit about me. My name is Michael and I'm 37 years old and I live in Swansea in South Wales. I lived in North London for the first 23 years of my life, and I moved around for my job at the time and met my lovely wife Nikki in a holiday centre in Burnham-on-Sea in Somerset. I have two children, Ryan aged 12 and Finley aged 10, and both of them play for the club that I am a coach of. I'm also a Spurs fan, and I hope that doesn't turn a lot of you off from the channel. My qualifications are I currently have the Football Leaders Award, which is the level 1 equivalent here in Wales, but I am currently undertaking my FAWC licence, which is the next step up, level 2 as you'd call it in England. I'm now currently retired from traditional football. I have the odd game here and there for charity, but since I've started the team, playing football has taken a back burner to coaching. I don't miss it. I enjoy coaching the football team I run. That gives me my football fix. During my playing days, I was traditionally a centre-back. I'm 6'2" tall, so ideal for that type of position. I loved playing defence. It was... I can't explain it, but I just enjoyed the role, joining the battles with the big beefy striker or even the short nippy striker. And I always went into games with the mindset, you're not going to score past me, you're not going to score past me. More often than not, they usually did, but that was my mindset, and I loved football. I just loved it. I've played for a variety of teams during my playing days, but only two teams really stick out in my mind. The first team was a team called Apsley Vale, based in North London. I played for them for 5 seasons, again in centre-back, and this was a team which I would say was arguably the best team I ever played in. We were a bunch of guys who just would step onto a pitch and we knew each other. We knew each other's strengths, we knew each other's weaknesses, and we played to those. And unfortunately, we weren't as successful as the team should have been. I put that down, unfortunately, to the lack of training. It was very rare we all turned up to training. My highlight for playing for that team is one season being voted the Manager's Player of the Season and also Players' Player of the Season, an achievement I hold in high regard, and I still have the trophies to this day. It's actually on my bedside cabinet, and I look at them every morning when I wake up, and it always puts a smile on my face. The second team that sticks out in my memory is a team called CRC Rangers, based in Swansea. This was a team that I joined towards the end of my career, and as I was getting older, I wasn't in a position to play out in defence. So being 6'2" tall, I decided to go in goals. For the team I signed for, they had a very good team, but we were in the bottom league. So the first division, we walked it. I think out of all the games we played, I think we drew 2 games and won the rest quite comfortably. So to date, that is my only league winners medal. I look back at my career and I'm actually quite disappointed with the lack of trophies that I won during my time. Thinking about it now, like I say, 1 league winners medal, no cups, and very minimal players player, managers player. I had 1 most improved player when I was about 8 or 9, something like that. But yeah, very, very disappointed actually when I look back on it in that respect. Now, don't get me wrong, I've loved playing football, and at my peak I was playing up to about 5 times a week, including matches and training. So when I retired, I decided I would start coaching. So it brings me on to my reason for doing this channel, coaching. My oldest son joined a local team run by a group of fathers whose sons also were in the same school as my son. I'd go along to his games and watch him play. And I would watch how influential these coaches were, not only for my son, but for all the boys on the team. How they would look up to them. And from the moment I saw that, I was adamant I was going to become a coach. Now, with my youngest son, I had to wait a couple of years as I couldn't start him too early, as they're just not developed yet. So I had to wait a good couple of years, and then we started them at under fives. So the team started back in, where were we? 2014. So as I say, coming up to 5 years of running this team. And I remember my first training session. I had 3 boys, including my son. And thankfully, the other 2 boys that came along for the first training session, they are still with the team. Loyalty goes a long way with me, I must admit. So I'm very pleased to have what I call my original 3 still with the club. I've had a number of boys come and go over the years, but it's not the boys who are still there I want to talk about. It's about the boys that have left and the steps that parents have taken to withdraw their sons from my team. Now, I'm not going to go into too much details about that because that's for another video, which will be posted in due course. So I'm going to call an end to this video here, and I thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me. I know going on about myself is probably boring, but I wanted to give you a little bit more of an insight as to me and why I've decided to do this channel. Before I go though, of course on my first video I posed a trivia question for you all, which was, who was the English Premier League's first ever goal scorer? The answer is Brian Deane for Sheffield United versus Manchester United on the 15th of August 1992. They went on to win that game 2-1, but Man United went on to win the first ever Premier League. If you got that right, well done. I have a second question for you. So if you're ready, here it comes. Only 4 teams in the English top division have won the league 3 times in a row. Can you name them? If you can, answers in the comment section below. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you for my next video.